Have you ever paused and asked yourself why some people seem to flow through life with ease while others constantly struggle, even when their circumstances look similar on the outside? Why does one person radiate peace and attract good fortune, while another finds themselves surrounded by conflict and obstacles? The truth is not always in the external situation, it lies in something far more subtle, something invisible yet immensely powerful. That hidden force is your vibration. Great masters like Paramahansa Yogananda explained that everything in the universe is made of energy, and energy is never still, it is always vibrating. Your thoughts, your emotions, your state of mind, all carry vibrations. These vibrations travel outward, like ripples spreading across a pond. And just as a magnet pulls certain metals towards it, your vibrations draw experiences, people, and conditions into your life. Whether you realize it or not, you are constantly shaping your reality with the vibration you hold inside. Think about it, when your heart is heavy with worry, the world seems darker, every problem feels larger, and even small obstacles can feel like mountains. But when you are filled with joy or gratitude, suddenly life feels lighter, opportunities appear, and people respond to you differently. What changed? Not the outside world, but your vibration. So, the question becomes, if your vibration is creating your reality, then how much of your destiny is truly in your hands? The answer is, far more than you might imagine. And the good news is that you can learn to raise your vibration, to align it with peace, love, and divine joy, and in doing so, transform the very reality you live in. Let us journey together into this beautiful truth. What do we really mean when we speak about vibrations? In the simplest sense, vibration is the subtle energy that you are constantly radiating, whether you are aware of it or not. Just as every object in the physical world vibrates at a certain frequency, your mind and heart are also sending out a frequency. Every thought you think, every feeling you hold, every intention you nurture, becomes part of your vibrational field. Paramahansa Yogananda often explained that this universe is not as solid as it appears, it is made of consciousness, and consciousness itself vibrates. Your body is vibrating, your emotions are vibrating, your thoughts are vibrating, and together they create the invisible atmosphere around you. This atmosphere is like a fragrance, others may not see it, but they feel it. And the universe itself responds to it. If your mind is filled with anger, fear, or doubt, then your vibration lowers, and you attract experiences that mirror those states. On the other hand, when you cultivate peace, love, and faith, your vibration rises, and life begins to reflect back harmony and opportunity. This is why Yogananda reminded seekers to be mindful of their inner climate. He said that thoughts are not isolated, they are dynamic, living forces that shape the conditions of our lives. Think of your vibration as the quality of music you are playing within yourself. If the music is harsh or out of tune, the experience of life feels heavy. But when the music is gentle, harmonious, and uplifting, life flows with greater ease. The secret lies in remembering that you are not merely a passive receiver of life, you are a transmitter. What you transmit in vibration is what you eventually experience in reality. Paramahansa Yogananda often spoke about what could be called the Law of Mental Radiance, the understanding that our thoughts are not private little bubbles locked inside our head. Every thought we think, every emotion we feel, radiates outward like waves of energy. Just as the sun cannot help but shine its light, the mind cannot help but send out its vibrations. And just as radio waves travel invisibly through space and carry information, our thoughts travel outward and interact with the field of life itself. When a person constantly entertains negative thoughts, worry, criticism, resentment, these vibrations move outward and attract similar vibrations from the environment. This is why someone who expects disappointment often meets with disappointment, and someone who fears rejection often feels rejected. They are unknowingly broadcasting a frequency that draws those very experiences back to them. But the reverse is equally true, and this is the beauty of Yogananda's teaching. When we hold positive, uplifting, and calm thoughts, when we nurture feelings of kindness, gratitude, and faith, we begin to radiate a different kind of energy. This higher vibration acts like a magnet for harmonious circumstances, supportive people, and creative solutions. Life seems to cooperate more, not because chance has changed, but because our vibration has shifted. Think of two people facing the same problem. One sees only barriers, feels trapped, and sinks deeper into frustration. The other sees possibilities, keeps a hopeful spirit, and eventually discovers a way forward. The external problem may be the same, but the inner vibration is different, and that difference shapes the outcome. So the law of mental radiance reminds us, we are never powerless. By choosing the quality of our thoughts, we choose the quality of the vibrations we radiate, and in turn, we choose the kind of life we draw to ourselves. Reality is not a fixed, unchanging thing. Reality is deeply influenced by the state of mind with which we meet it. Yogananda often reminded his disciples that the world we experience is filtered through our own consciousness. Just as a pair of colored glasses changes how we see everything around us, our vibration colors how we interpret and experience life itself. When your inner vibration is heavy with fear, anger, or self-doubt, the world outside appears threatening. Opportunities seem smaller, people appear less kind, and challenges feel overwhelming. It is not that the outside world has changed, but your vibration has created a lens of limitation. On the other hand, when your vibration is uplifted, filled with calmness, courage, and joy, the very same world looks different. Suddenly, doors seem to open, solutions appear where none were visible before, and people seem more supportive. This happens because vibrations are not passive, they are creative. They shape the way you interpret events, the choices you make, and even the way others respond to you. A person vibrating with confidence naturally speaks and acts differently, and life reflects back success. A person vibrating with doubt hesitates, closes doors, and unknowingly creates struggle. Yogananda described the material world as Maya, or illusion, not in the sense that it doesn't exist, but in the sense that it is pliable, shaped by consciousness. This is why two individuals standing side by side can live in completely different worlds, depending on their inner vibration. So when we say your vibration shapes your reality, it is not a poetic metaphor, it is a spiritual law. Change your vibration, and you change your experience of life. Raise it high enough, and even difficulties can turn into stepping stones toward growth and joy. Now that we understand how vibration influences reality, the natural question arises, how can we raise our vibrations? Yogananda gave very practical and timeless guidance. He explained that vibrations are shaped by our thoughts and feelings, and so we must learn to guide both with awareness and discipline. One of the simplest tools is affirmation. Affirmations are not empty words, but conscious efforts to reprogram the mind. When you repeat uplifting truths, such as, I am calm, I am strong, I am filled with divine joy, you begin to shift your inner vibration. Over time, your subconscious accepts these higher thoughts, and they radiate outward as your natural energy. Another powerful practice is gratitude. Each thankful thought purifies your vibration. When you begin the day by acknowledging even small blessings, the breath in your body, the food on your table, the kindness of another, you align yourself with abundance instead of lack. Gratitude raises your energy instantly, because it focuses the mind on what is working, not what is missing. Yogananda also encouraged seekers to practice compassion and service. When you give selflessly, whether through kind words, helpful actions, or even a silent blessing, your vibration expands beyond the limits of the ego. Service connects you with the higher currents of love that flow through the universe, and these currents uplift your entire being. And of course, meditation is the supreme tool. When you still the restless mind, your vibration naturally rises. The deeper the calmness you touch in meditation, the more powerful and radiant your vibrations become in daily life. So, raising vibration is not a mystery, it is a choice. With each thought, Each feeling, each act of kindness, you are tuning your inner instrument. And the music you play within is the music life echoes back to you. While positive thinking and gratitude are powerful, Yogananda reminded seekers that to truly master vibration, one must go deeper. The mind is restless by nature, and feelings can shift quickly like waves in the ocean. Spiritual practices are what give us the ability to steady those waves and anchor ourselves in a higher vibration that does not depend on passing moods. One of the greatest tools Yogananda shared with the world is Kriya Yoga. He called it the airplane route to God because it accelerates the transformation of energy. Kriya works directly with the life force, calming the nervous system and uplifting the consciousness. When practiced sincerely, it purifies old patterns and allows the soul's natural vibration of joy to shine more clearly. But Kriya is not the only path. Yogananda also emphasized the power of meditation in general, sitting quietly, withdrawing attention from outer distractions, and resting the mind in stillness. Even a few minutes of deep calm can raise your vibration more than hours of restless activity. Prayer and chanting are equally transformative. When you chant sacred sounds or pray with devotion, you tune your mind to higher currents of love and faith. Yogananda often said that chanting is half the battle, because it magnetizes the heart with divine energy. Even simple practices like conscious breathing can shift your vibration. A slow, deep breath invites peace, while shallow, restless breathing feeds anxiety. By making breath your ally, you can reset your energy at any moment. When you weave these practices into your daily life, you begin to notice a shift. Instead of reacting to life, you respond from a higher center. Instead of being pulled down by circumstances, you remain anchored in peace. This is vibrational mastery, the art of living from the soul rather than from restlessness. At the deepest level, Yogananda taught that you do not need to create vibration, it is already there. Your soul is eternally vibrating in divine joy, love, and peace. This is your natural state. But the difficulty is that this pure vibration becomes covered, just like the shining sun hidden by passing clouds. The clouds are the restless thoughts, fears, habits, and desires of the mind. They do not destroy the sun, but they prevent you from experiencing its light. This is why the spiritual journey is not about becoming something new, but about uncovering what you already are. When you meditate deeply, when you calm the turbulence of the mind, you begin to feel glimpses of this inner joy. It is not dependent on possessions, achievements, or the approval of others. It arises from the soul itself, quietly, naturally, like fragrance from a flower. Yogananda often reminded seekers that the external world is temporary, always changing, but the vibration of the soul is eternal. When you identify only with the body and the mind, you live in the lower vibrations of fear and desire. But when you identify with your higher self, your consciousness rises, and you realize that your true nature is bliss itself. This recognition is transformative. Suddenly, you see that the world outside is only a reflection of the state within. Life stops feeling like a random series of struggles, and instead becomes a mirror showing you your own inner vibration. And as you lift that vibration closer to your soul's natural frequency, reality itself begins to feel more harmonious. So the ultimate secret is this: you are already whole, already radiant. The task is not to seek joy outside, but to clear the clouds and let the sun of your soul shine freely. So dear seeker, as we come to the close of this journey, remember this simple but profound truth: your vibration is not just a passing mood, it is the very energy that shapes your reality. The thoughts you choose, the feelings you nurture, and the practices you embrace all combine to create the atmosphere of your life. Yogananda said, "Change your thoughts if you wish to change your destiny." And destiny is nothing more than the reflection of your inner vibration. If today's message touched your heart, I invite you to take a moment and reflect. What vibration do you wish to carry from this moment forward? Is it peace, gratitude, courage, or perhaps divine joy? Write your answer in the comments, or if you simply feel blessed, You can just type Jai Gurudev as an offering of your vibration of devotion. Your sharing is not only a way to engage, but it also creates a collective vibration that uplifts everyone who comes across this video. And I would love to hear from you. What topic would you like us to explore next? Is there a question in your heart about karma, meditation, the chakras, or the teachings of the great masters? Your suggestions will help guide the direction of our upcoming videos, so that we continue to walk this path together, step by step, as seekers of truth. If you found value in these words, please subscribe to the channel and click the bell icon so you never miss a chance to uplift your vibration. Share this video with someone who may need a reminder that their inner energy holds the power to change their world. Thank you for being here, dear soul. May your vibration always carry peace, love, and divine strength. Jai Gurudev.